mateys. It be me, the captain of the worst, here to sing you another sinister, salty sea shanty of a stinking sinker to avoid. Today's toilet flush of a movie is the 1972 horror movie Frogs, in which not a single person dies because of frogs, by the way. So, basically, in this movie, a ecologist is floating around on a lake taking photographs of man's inhumanity to nature for no reason. And you never even know where the lake is. Presumably it's somewhere in the deep south. But you'll never know because the movie never tells you. Owning the island that the man has landed on is the Crockett family, a family of rich assholes who accidentally ran over his canoe with their fancy speedboat. So they take him to the island. And the movie gets even more boring from there. If you want to be bored to death, this is the movie to watch. I guarantee you will be dead at the end. Oh, Lord, this movie has more reptiles than a David Icke convention. And that's just a cast. Oh, this toilet flush of a movie. Good gods of the sea, where to even start? Where to even start? This is probably the most boring, wooden, pointless movie of all time. Plot, ridiculous, 4 flushes. Special effects, absurd, 4 flushes. Acting, boring and stupid, 4 flushes. Plot, retarded, 4 flushes. This is a royal flush, folks. A royal flush. But I'm gonna review it anyway, because that's what we do here at The Worst. Oh, laddies and ladies, this movie is terrible. The acting is boring. The plot is stupid. The cinematography is ridiculous. They use the same 5 shots of animals for half the movie. Oh my God. Why? Oh, I can't bear it anymore. I just have to tell someone. So I'm telling you, so you don't have to watch this sinking shit bomb of a movie. The actors are so bored they yawn on screen. The actors are so tediously underperforming that they breathe while they're dead. And there's continuity errors with eyes open and then eyes closed and then eyes open again. This ridiculous movie concerns the plight of the Crockett family, a rich southern family in an unnamed state because the movie never tells you where they live or why they're rich or really anything about them at all, except that they're unlikable thoroughly. And the only good saving grace of this movie is that the unlikable asshole family dies for the most part. The only people that make the slightest bit of sense or do anything even remotely realistic are the 2 black helpers and 1 woman. The woman gets away. The 2 black helpers die off screen. Who knows why? You just never see them again. Oh, but basically, the animals on the island are going crazy. And they're murdering everyone in ridiculous ways, such as a big lizard knocking over glasses of chemicals to make a vapor that someone asphyxiates on despite breathing only 1 breath of it. Oh, how could this movie get any worse, you might ask? It's an hour and 30 minutes long. Yes, they managed to make this retarded, sinking stink bomb of a movie an hour and 30 minutes long. This movie was so boring I literally fell asleep for a few minutes here and there. It alternates between boring, predictable scenes of people running around in the woods, flailing around and dying, and boring, predictable scenes that we've all seen 1,000 times in 1,000 other movies. This movie deserves all the crap it gets. It is totally horrible in every way. Failure is writ large on the forehead of whoever directed this movie, because it is terrible crap. Oh. Don't watch this movie unless you're trying to go to sleep in a hospital, because you're gonna need anesthesia to get away from this movie. It's that boring and pointless. Acting, 4 flushes. Cinematography, 4 flushes. Special and practical effects, 4 flushes, because they use animals that are not even native to the area, and they use them over and over and over again. These people knew nothing about the area the movie was set in, making a critical error in movie writing. The whiff of this movie is so bad I can barely breathe. It is that horrible, folks. Oh, good gods of the sea, where do I even start? I think I'll start by throwing up in my hat. And then putting my hat back on my head so that you don't see it. Because, good God, folks. I just can't even describe how terrible this movie is. It's a stinking pile of festering boredom, pointless dialogue, bored actors who yawn on screen, and a ridiculous plot that in no way involves frogs. Aside from a very few shots that are the same shots over and over again of lots of frogs hopping around and croaking. And why is it even called frogs in the first place? The frogs don't kill anyone or even really do anything. Why? Perhaps there was more to the movie, but it was mercifully deleted. So now the movie doesn't make any sense, but at least it's shorter. And that is this movie's one saving grace. It isn't very long.